The beauty with what we do is it's great to have a compostable capsule, but like I always say it's a coffee that tastes great due to our IP around extraction within our materials that we use. So I think overall it's going to be I think the OCS channels are going to be good for us.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now, Ash Guglani, who's the president of Next Innovations. And Ash, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Steve, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so news out from the company today. We had talked about an order you were getting with a company called EcoBeans, and now they've re-upped for more. So obviously things are going well.
Yeah, I think that is the next phase for Next. It's a good milestone day in terms of starting to get that recurring revenue from some of these partnerships we've announced. And, like I mentioned, we are working on others to announce, but it's it's definitely super positive. It's great to hear, the response to her pod has been very strong, stronger than she expected. And, she's put in that second order and she thinks she'll be able to build into a strong 25. So I think we'll see continued business from EcoBeans.
Yeah, and you've been working with them since about 2023, in fact, and they were sort of testing the waters, and obviously they've done very well. So, is this a great test case for you to bring to others? Just the fact that you started small, but now it's obviously increasing.
I think, where the company was in 2023 versus where they are now is a little bit different. I think they have their retail strategy nailed now, versus testing different things. And for them now that, they are starting to get some strong demand from the OCS channel as well. So I think between her distribution on retail and Canada OCS, I think she'll be busy, which means we'll be busy. So it's
Yeah.
a good launch pad for Next into those channels. And like I said, I think we're starting to get busy here, and you'll continue to see some recurring orders from some of the other partnerships we've had.
Ash, I want to ask you about retail is one thing, but the coffee service business that they have, they call it their CSM, their coffee service market. That to me is a really interesting one because the pods are great for offices. There's not a lot of mess, things like that, and also companies who want to keep their sustainable work going forward. This is a good solution for them as well to provide something for employees and also something for the environment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest knock against single serve coffee is there's no true sustainable alternatives. What we're able to do now, and to help her break into that market where she's getting strong demand, she's getting great feedback. I think is going to keep the single serve coffee machine in offices versus switching to bean to cup. I mean, I think they're cost effective. The beauty with what we do is it's great to have a compostable capsule, but like I always say it's a coffee that tastes great due to our IP around extraction within our materials that we use. So I think overall it's going to be I think the OCS channels are going to be good for us. We are in talks with other groups around OCS channels in both Canada and the US. So like I've always mentioned, Steve, we're diligent picking all our partners. And the beauty of them to date is that, whether it's Eco Cup or Eco Bean or Bridgehead, they all have different audiences. So it's a good way for us to really expand that outreach. And I think our pod will continue to scale with these three, but I think there's going to be some more demand coming from other coffee companies that are going to hear about our product as they start seeing it on all these different distribution channels.
Yes, and it sees the momentum continues to grow. Ash, thanks very much. Good to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
Ash Guglani, he's the president of Next Innovations.